Good morning. We are off to the hardware store again, but today we're going to be getting a lot more trim work. We're going to start trimming out all of our doors, and I can't wait to see what it's going to look like having the doors trimmed out. Every time we add trim, it just like puts it that much further over the top. I just love to see the change of the whole process. So I think we got to go to both Lowe's and Home Depot because they both stock different kind of lumber, which is weird. So we're gonna go to Lowe's first, see what they have, and then I'm sure we're gonna end up at Home Depot.
I like the trim because, like Al said, it gives everything a big difference of what it looks like. It looks so good, but also I'm excited about the door trim because then we can start using our door latches the right way, like the bathroom door, have like a lock on it, which not per se need to lock the bathroom door because it's just us, but it will help keep the door shut because right now it kind of, sometimes it opens or the animals can open it.
All right, we need 35 of these, so it might take a minute to go through them and get the nice ones.
35.
35, you get a lot of doors.
Well, we weren't able to get everything at Lowe's. Luckily, our Home Depot is really close.
So the Lowe's prime trim is really nice. They call it primed pine, but really it's primed plywood. And it looks all nice and primed on all four sides, which it is. It's nice and straight. You don't have to worry about knots or anything. But if you're ripping it, one side that's exposed is going to be plywood all glued up, and they kind of have like a thick coating of like plastic over it. So like if I just go to prime the edges, you're gonna see it. So we gotta go run to Home Depot now and get real pine that's primed. So there's some areas that I need to rip the boards down to a certain width to make them work for our pocket doors. So that's why we gotta go to Lowe's and Home Depot today. So we got most of the material we needed here. We're short 7 boards, but I'm not going to be able to use it all today anyways. The stuff they had I did not like, and I don't want to get warped in crooked wood. All right, so now I need to organize all of our lumber and keep it kind of separated because this is the lowest board. I don't know how well you can see that, but see how it's layers? This is just plywood covered in like a thick plastic coating. I'm gonna call it a plastic coating. It could be a thick paint, not sure. So it looks really nice. It's nice and straight, but if I go to rip this, you're gonna have the plywood exposed on one edge, and I can't get that thicker coating on the edge, so you're gonna kind of be able to tell. So this stuff I just wanna leave for the outer trim, and I'll like the inner trim where I need to rip. I wanna use the solid pine from Home Depot. So I just wanna make sure that I keep it in the correct order. Solid pine, Lowe's solid pine. All right, so Gina wants me to trim out the bathroom door first because this is a locking door, and right now when you shut it, the kitty cats like to go and leave it open on you when you're taking a shower. So then you come out of your shower and you got a cold bathroom. So we're gonna trim out this one first. So we need to go 7 1/8 for this piece. And then I gotta figure out how I wanna trim out the top, and we'll do that first. Get the top trimmed out, and then we'll do the sides.
I spy a Figaro. What are you doing under there? And then we got another kitty cat.
So once we get it figured out, we can go around and measure the doors that are all the same, and then I can rip all of my pieces at once. You got a cat eating your sweater. I don't want to do that until at least I try it to make sure it works correctly. Let's try that.
Hope this measurement is right, because I want to stay inside.
You don't like going out?
Least as possible.
So good.
So good.
Good, now I'm curious. Yeah, that's perfect.
Look at that.
I like it. I want to get all the trim work done, and then once it's done, we'll go around, we'll touch sand everything that needs to get sanded, and then we'll fill in any nail holes and then do the caulking. But I want to wait till everything's been in for a little while, so that way if the wood needs to dry and shrink a little bit, we're not going back and having to refill gaps that have shrunk, because it's a lot drier in here than it is, say, at the hardware stores. So yeah, we're gonna get all of it done, and then we'll go around and get everything touched up nicely.
Looks good.
You like that?
Mm-hmm. Going to try my hand at some gluten-free sandwich bread. I've been using Baked Perfection by Katarina, and she's the Loopy Whisk also on Instagram. We made a lot of cookies and stuff like that so far from this book, and we really like it. If you guys have a baking book or a cookbook that's gluten-free and that you love, let us know in the comments below, because I love stuff like this, especially good gluten-free stuff. This needs to rise for like an hour, and then it's gotta do a couple more steps, and then it needs to bake for an hour. So this is definitely not gonna be ready for supper, which I was hoping so. I was hoping to get an earlier start, and I didn't.
I don't think I've ever shared this piece of the property with you guys. This is one of our favorite areas on the property, and we don't come here often enough. Oh, it sounds so amazing. It's just so beautiful up here. I want to thank Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video. If it wasn't for sponsors like Athletic Greens, we wouldn't be able to do what we do here at Lumnah Acres. And one of the other things I really love about Athletic Greens is it is so convenient. You can bring it with you anywhere you go. I've been taking AG1 by Athletic Greens for over a year now, and I love it. It is part of my daily habit, and I do it in the morning usually, but when I'm out hiking, I can take it out with me, and it is just as easy. If you ever got to run to the hospital, unfortunately, we know too much about that right now. It's nice to have Athletic Greens with you because their AG1 comes in convenient travel packs. And you know what? I see a nice spot right here to make it. All you need is one of their convenient travel packs, and you can take it wherever you go. I don't leave home without these things. They're in my coat, they're in my truck, they're in our travel bags. You just never know when you're gonna need that extra pick-me-up. It really is that easy. That's it. One scoop or one packet once a day is all you need. You put a little bit of vitamin D3 in it, and man, it helps support your immunity. It helps with your mood. I don't know if you guys live like in areas like where we live, but it gets pretty cloudy here in the wintertime, so we don't get enough sun, and you get vitamin D3 from the sun, and that really helps with your mood and support your immunity. We take it everywhere. It is delicious. I can do it in the house. I can do it out in nature. Listen to that. It sounds so magical. It tastes delicious. Mix it with 8 ounces of water, or like me, I like mixing mine with apple juice. It's a little treat. We don't drink soda and stuff like that, so this is that treat for us every day. If I don't take this every day, I know it. I just feel off and sluggish. so I don't miss it very often. And if I do, I remember it and then I take it later on in the day. If you're looking to up your nutritional game, I highly recommend taking AG1 by Athletic Greens, especially being the first of the year. If anybody's making any New Year's resolutions and you want to be healthier, try this. You won't be disappointed. AG1 is loaded with over 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food sourced ingredients. It's one of those things that you can really up your nutritional game, especially on the days where you're not getting to eat the way you want to eat. I know it happens to all of us, especially when we get busy and we're on the go. But don't worry, AG1 by Athletic Greens has your back covered. If you guys want to try this, click our link in the video description down below. And right now, Athletic Greens is offering our viewers the Immunity Bundle. 5 free convenient travel packs and up to a year's supply of the vitamin D3 and K2. We love it. We've been doing it for over a year now, and we can't leave home without it. Thanks Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in the video description down below. Now, let's get back to the build. I'm probably going to stay out here a little bit longer because it is just so beautiful. I'm going to take it in and enjoy it. I don't know about you, but I just love watching and listening to running water. Alright, I'm thinking this is gonna have to be the last cut of the night because it's getting pretty dark out. It looks a lot lighter on camera than it really is. It's hard to see right now. I think that should do it.
So my stew's going and I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dough out.
Dear Lord. Alright, I'm gonna do the inside of the closet first. Get that all trimmed out. And then we'll trim out the outside. We're gonna trim out the outside with PVC and make, this will be a little funky transitional piece. We'll have to take this down and trim out this together to up top. And then have it just a thin piece over there. And then we'll get that side trimmed out. And then all of the casing will be done except for the baseboard in this room. And that's kind of the goal, is to go around, get all of our doors done, and then we can go back and finish up all the baseboard, and that'll be the last of the trim. The noise you hear is our heat is on, circulating the water through the radiant hex pipes. I think I still have air in some of the pipes, and that's why you're hearing that noise.
If you can tell, we haven't decided what we're gonna do over here. Right now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. We're working on trim and other things. Keep on thinking about it. Some people had suggested putting something, if I wanted to separate these, try using something that is movable so that way I can decide if I like that. I do like taking my wash and just throwing it in here, but I also like the look of it being separated, I think. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I might get something that I can try it out, like a movable thing here. But for right now, it's fine, and I'm still thinking about it, and I just want it to be a project that is fun. So right now, I don't want to do it and not want it that way. But you guys had a lot of great suggestions, so many things to think about, so many different ideas, and it's been great. I just have so many more things I have to think about. You really need trim for the inside.
Well, it won't be finished if we don't. It won't look nice. It's gonna look so nice in here and nobody's ever gonna see it.
The bad part about this job is he's in this nice, cozy, warm closet, and then he has to go outside, it's pretty cold out, and cut the trim.
Yep. You sweat in here and then you go outside and get the chills. Alright, now we gotta figure out how we're gonna do the trim so this looks nice, and then we still have the top coming in over and down, but it all looks good. There we go. Alright, Gina vetoed my original idea, which was to go with a wide board to here and then notch it over and then go straight up. She doesn't like that look, so we're going to do a 3.5 inch wide piece of trim here, and then we'll have some green paint in between. Then we can put our hook back up after. So honestly, I'm not that sad about it because it's going to be easier to do 2 different pieces of trim versus one big wide piece. And if these weren't pocket doors, the trim work would already be done, because when you buy your doors, they come with a casing and the trim already on it. So when you put your doors up, you have your trim work. So the pocket doors actually take a lot more time because you got to custom make all of your trim work. And we have 7 of them total. Ready to go outside and do some work?
Yep, all prepared.
Look like it.
My friend gave me this. It's gonna work out good.
It's pretty fashionable.
Warm.
That wasn't that bad, was it?
I like the warm house better. Am I turning into a wimp? Oh.
Sounds like it.
Right now, the trim looks like dirt.
Looks a little dirty.
Oh, dirty? That looks good.
You like it?
Yep.
The nice thing about this trim work is it's all left over from when we did our greenhouse room. Alright, the door's done. Now we gotta do over here.
That's gonna look crazy good.
Like it.
Oh my goodness.
You like that?
That looks... I may never leave the bathroom again.
You may never use the bathroom again?
No. Never leave the bathroom.
I hope you use the bathroom. So a lot of people think we put this piece of trim work in what's it called, a Schluter system wrong. We did that on purpose, so that way when we went to go do our trim work, it would look like that, and then we can fill this with some caulking and then paint it, and it'll look so nice and pretty. So now it looks finished, where the other way it wouldn't have. So we did it wrong, but we didn't do it wrong, if that makes sense. We did it for what worked.
We did it wrong on purpose.
Right, we did it this way on purpose because that's how we wanted it to go in the long run. We just had to wait to finish doing what we needed to do. There you go.
That's gonna ooze out everywhere. You got a lot. That makes the tile just really pop.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Cleans it up.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many people can say they can work and sit on the toilet at the same time?
I know, right?
Probably a lot.
I did not do a very good job when I put the sheetrock up, flushing it to our doorway. So I gotta go around now and clean that up. You look so cute in that suit.
Thanks.
I need one.
No.
But I won't look as good as you do.
Nope. So I tried my bread and it's good, and I'm gonna make a sandwich with it today. But I got to the point where I was getting hungry and making supper, and when it was time to form it and stuff, I didn't really think it through all the way. So I should have been better about making a ball, and I should have been better when I did it, when I rolled it up to form it better, because I do have a little bit of that showing, and it's not as beautiful as I'd like, but it tastes good, and I know for next time, just take a little more time forming it.
They're supposed to be starting to log any day now, and they've had a piece of equipment down below, and it sounds like it's going to be coming up the road. So that means they should start cutting today. I met with the loggers the other day. We spent a couple of hours walking around in the woods, coming up with a new game plan to expand our 500 acres here. So yeah, we are excited. We have up here planned for a greenhouse and big garden area. We're gonna expand over yonder a little bit by the solar array, so we'll get more early morning sun. We get awesome, say like from 10 a.m. to like 4 p.m. sun right now, so we want to get a little bit earlier. We gotta clear an area over here for a pole barn. We're gonna be putting in a bigger pasture. And they also have the other logging that was already planned on doing for cutting the mature wood down and the trees that need to get cut because they're past their prime. And if they don't, they're just gonna end up rotting. Yeah, I see them coming. But that is the machine that cuts the trees down, so it's got like a big skill saw blade on it. It'll go in, cut the base of the tree, grab it with its arms, and then it can lay it down. It's pretty wild and crazy how efficient these machines are. Now the goats get to enjoy the Christmas tree.